Hey guys, and welcome back to another season of Discovery gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you something a little bit special. So this is how I made over 1000 gold in Season of Discovery by only spending about 30 minutes every day jumping on a old character and doing a few things on the auction house. As you can see, within like a week we went from 300 all the way up to 1000 gold. So what we actually were doing and what I did was flipping. So flipping can be very easy. You don't have to spend much time at all doing this. All you got to do is log on at least once per day or multiple times per day, repost all of your expired listings, and also look for a few more items that you can flip. So I used all the tips and tricks from my classic flipping guide. I also used the groups and the operations for TSM from my flipping guide, and if you want to get your hands on these also, you can jump over and you can get a copy of the classic flipping guide, and you'll be able to import the groups and the operations straight into your TSM. So what I did was, around like week 2 of Season of Discovery coming out, I made a brand new character and I sent over 10 gold and 4 bags. So this was the beginning of it, and then what I did next was I got to flipping. Now I'll show you a bit further on in the video exactly how to flip, but it is very easy once you know exactly what you're doing and what you're looking for, and once you have TSM set up to pretty much do all of the work for you. So after we got the character set up, I just went really hard on flipping. Now when I was flipping, I was reinvesting all of the gold that I made and buying more investments and more flips with that gold, until about a couple of days ago, and that's when I stopped actually reinvesting all of the gold that I made, and I sold off all the stock that I had flipped up from only 10 gold. So as you can see, here is the mailbox clear out for the past few days, and we got a bunch of sales and gold coming in from these items that we were flipping. So there's a mixture of BOE weapons and gear, a bunch of recipes, and also a heap of materials. So with the materials, you do a thing which is called a market reset. So you buy a bunch of the same material and you reset the market price to where you want to sell all of the ones that you've just brought at. Then when you're doing BOEs, what you do with them is you just buy preferably one of that BOE that is underpriced, or up to like a handful or even up to 10 of the same item, resetting the price to a much profitable price. But if you have my TSM groups and operations, you don't have to worry about the prices at all. As long as you're buying the item for a cheap enough price, TSM will set it up automatically for you and post everything at a profitable price no matter what. So here are the groups that I use to actually do this, and you can get these exact groups inside of my classic flipping guide. These are made specifically for Season of Discovery. So it has the best BOEs, it also has the best BOE gear, the best BOE weapons, and it also has the materials sorted out by phases, and also the recipes sorted out by phases, and obviously the BOEs, they're sorted out for phases. So at the moment I have all the phase 1 stuff sorted into nice and tidy groups for you. I also have groups for the gear and for the weapons, which have previous items, BIS items, and high demand items. Now these groups probably made me the most amount of gold, obviously because I have all of the high demand items and the items that sell for a lot of gold, and also they sell the most because they're very high demand. A lot of people only buy items off the BIS list or the previous list, so flipping those items have been extremely successful for me and many other people that own the flipping guide. So these groups have worked really well, and if you want to get your hands on these, they're inside of the classic flipping guide, and I will be updating the classic flipping guide groups for phase 2, 3, and 4. So as soon as phase 2 comes out, we'll have that set up for you, so you have all of the best items to actually flip in phase 2. So what do you actually want to do? When you scan on the side, you're going to see a percent, and this is going to be the market value. So the lower that the market value percent is, the better of a deal this is. So what I like to do is sort it from lowest to highest. Start at the bottom where it's got the lowest percent. You go through there. Now if there's some good deals that meet the criteria from the flipping guide, I just go ahead and buy those up, and then you don't have to worry about what you paid for them or anything like that. My TSM operations will automatically calculate a profitable price for the items for you, and all you got to do is post them using TSM. So the main thing when you're doing this, I like to not buy, say, over 10 of the same item. Now, if it's a really good deal and you know they're going to sell very quickly, you can obviously buy more than 10 BOEs, but I kind of like to keep it to either like 1 is the best or like around 5 or under 5 of the same item. This way you don't have a bunch of stock that is all just one item. It's a lot better to just have a few of the item if you can get away with just buying a few. So what I like to do is I like to definitely buy all of the items under 50% of the market value, which is that percent on the side here when you search the items up using TSM. And I'll go all the way up to 80% max. Anything below there has a good amount of profit for you. Anything above that, there's not too much profit. Now with materials, this is what I was talking about, what market resets are. As you can see, there's a couple at 19% of the market value. So we're going to buy them all the way up to 50% of the market value. Now you could reset it all the way up to around like 100%, or for this example, you could go up to 94% of the market value, which is 15 copper, but we're just going to go up to 50% of the market value. Now we'll have a quick look at recipes. So when I search recipes, same thing, you want to keep an eye on the percent on the sign. This is the market value. If the market value is at 100%, that means it's at the price the item should be. Anything below 100% means it's under what it should be. So the very, very lowest percent is the best deal, obviously. So you want to make sure you start from the lowest percent and work your way up. Now with recipes, they sell fairly quickly, to be honest, especially the phase 1 recipes, that are in the group for the phase 1 recipes. So I don't mind buying even like 10 plus of the same recipe because I know I can sell them off very, very quickly and for a good profit. So as you can see, I'm just going through the scan here, buying anything that is half expensive and also is under the market value. Now you could also buy the ones that were like 1 silver and flip them for like 5 silver and stuff like that. But because I have so much gold, I prefer to just buy the items that are a bit more expensive because obviously you can get a bit more profit back on those sort of items. So what you want to do next is you just want to head over to the mailbox, grab all the items out that you brought. Then you want to go to auctioning on TSM at the auction house, and you want to select all of the groups, and you just click on run post scan, and this will calculate a profitable price for all of the items. Then you just want to spam click post, and this will post them all at the correct prices. Now the beauty of my operations is that they'll never sell an item that isn't profitable. So no matter what, you'll be selling all the items that you've brought to flip at a profitable price. So it's very, very beginner friendly, and you can't mess up and it's actually sell items for less than what you paid for them. So very, very beginner friendly, and it works really, really well. So just like that, we've posted up all of the items that we just brought, showing you the example in this video, and now they'll be able to sell. If they don't sell, all we got to do is relist them and just keep on reposting them until they do sell. So that was it. Here are some of the best items that I flipped on the way to 1000 gold. Now the dark weave breeches went really, really well. Paid about 6 gold, sold them for around 10 gold. Also doing market resets on the dark iron ornaments. They worked out really, really well for me also for phase 1. However guys, if you would like to learn exactly how to flip how I am in Season of Discovery, also in Hardcore and Classic Era, you can find that inside of my Classic Flipping Guide. You also will be able to import my TSM groups and operations straight into your TSM, and also you get access to a private Discord where I'll help you out personally, and a bunch of other people will too. Till next one, take care.